Ruby Franke and Jodi Hildebrandt made national news in 2023 for allegations of child abuse. Franke, once a popular vlogger on YouTube, and Hildebrandt, once a mental health coach, they started working together discussing family dynamics and raising children, more specifically, Ruby's children. After one of her 6 children had snuck out and went to the neighbor's house asking for food, the police were called in and it quickly was investigated. They would soon find that the remaining children that lived at the home were all malnourished and show signs of abuse. Ruby and Jodi were arrested immediately, and they are now serving a 4 to 14-year sentence. Ruby's oldest daughter, Sherry, who had not been living with them at the time because she was off at college, has been very outspoken for years about her mother's abuse. She herself had called the cops and CPS several times on her own mother. This year, she has put out a book in hopes that if it affects anybody going through a similar situation, that she could be of help to them. I think it's really important to talk about this book and push forward her narrative of being able to help other people, whether that's adults or kids, in similar situations.
Like 5, 6, like Ruby was really physical, like, whether it was like a slap to the lip or a slap to the cheek. When I would practice the piano, like her hand would slam and like, was really scary.
Here's a few passages from her book. And yes, this is stuff that has been put out publicly already. Anything that I read once I get her book and complete it, I'm not going to give any detailed stories that she has talked about. That way people, if they want to read, they can read it with a fresh set of eyes. No child should ever have to learn a parent's affection, and no amount of achievement can ever fill the void where unconditional love should be. We never chose to be internet celebrities, but that made no difference. Soon our lives would revolve around non-stop content creation, whether we liked it or not. It happened, came the thought, they're dead. In a daze, I grabbed my car keys and bolted. The drive from my student's apartment to my mother's house in Springville usually only took 20 minutes, but today it was an eternity compressed into moments of blind panic. I hadn't been back to the house since Ruby had disowned me a year prior. Ruby, the self-anointed saint of motherhood. Ruby had turned my life into a surreal version of the Truman Show for her social media disciples. Ruby, who had subjected me and my siblings to her twisted interpretation of crime and punishment in all of our lives. God, please, let them be alive, I prayed. A surreal thought bubbled up. This moment, this climax of my family's descent into madness needed to be documented, preserved, and shared on social media. Just like every forced smile, every staged perfection had been too. I pulled out my phone, my hands steady despite the madness around me. Frame shot, snap. The caption crystallized in my mind, a single word that carried the weight of years. Finally. With her book coming out, we've also learned that she is now engaged. She said that this will probably be the last time that she talks publicly about herself and her family. She wants everyone to rest assured that she still plans on staying in this space and doing what she can for other people in similar situations. I think her break from the public eye and social media is a great thing for her, and I do wish her the best of luck in all of her journeys that she will take through life. Sherry addressed lawmakers in Utah, describing to them what she witnessed and experienced as a child influencer herself. She's hoping to have more laws around children who are part of the spotlight on social media. That way, some of the things that were pushed upon her from a very young age cannot be done to other children. If you're interested in reading her book and supporting her, her book is now out and you can get it almost everywhere, even on Amazon, quick and easy. The book is called The House of My Mother, A Daughter's Quest for Freedom.